Below. Below. Yes! Yes! He's alive! He's alive! We haven't got a super long stream today anyway. But hello everyone that's watching the VOD. I know you guys are out there. I know you guys sometimes watch the VOD. Music might be a bit loud. I know you guys like to watch the VODs. So hello, hope you're doing well. Welcome. What I'm going to start doing as well to make life a lot easier for people that want to watch the VODs is I'm going to put the chat on the screen for you guys as well. In fact, I think I can do that now. If I go to general window capture, call it chat, and then grab whichever window it is, that one, brilliant, and then we're going to go like so, 2 seconds. I feel like this will be a lot easier for people as well, that for the VODs. So I want you guys to enjoy watching the VODs too. You know? Like, I want to know how like readable that is. I might have to zoom it in. How do I check? How do I check? I gotta do this for a living. Ah, it's not that readable actually. There's a lot of background noise. It's just my air conditioning. Is it that bad? There's a lot of background noise. My whole PC fried itself. This is the best that we're going to get for now, unfortunately. My whole PC basically just fried. I can turn my aircon off though. Is that readable or is that not that readable? It's not that readable, is it? Properties. No, that doesn't work. That's way better. Yeah, it's because I turned off my aircon. Actually, we'll just do that for now. We'll be able to figure that out soon. Oh. Yay, I won that Leighton Clarkson as well. That's nice. I didn't win Carl Starfelt. I was shocked. I was shocked at the bid not winning for Carl Starfelt. Let me zoom everything in as well for you guys because I'm on my big monitor so you guys can't see shit. What's up though? Welcome everyone. We are live. We go ahead and tweet the stream out as well. My PC basically died yesterday. I need to order a new one. I just want it to come within a week. That's my problem. Clarkson is class. He's really good, and I've also got Kel Roos. So the plan is for that is that we've got Clarkson now and Roos from the Aberdeen collection as well, which is nice. So you automatically get a plus 1% on that. As you can see, I've made a few purchases actually. This one's a big one. We're going to talk about the Jeremy Doku in a little bit. But yeah, so we picked up Clarkson because I just need a challenger Europe midfielder basically. I also need to order some food, but I don't want to get something massive right now. I'm going out for dinner later, but I've not eaten anything yet and I'm really hungry and I don't know what to get. Can we see if there's anything on Uber Eats I can get that's like a small? He's potentially a top 523 mid. That's pretty cool. I don't plan on playing him there, but I have that link now. God knows what's going on outside. Do you know what? I know exactly what I'm going to get. I've got a vegetable samosa in the fridge. I'll be back in 2 seconds, chat. Alright? I'm back. I also have presents. LUN Super Rare is on auction. It's maybe a good pickup. For who? For me? No. I don't remember what I ordered. What did I buy? It's a football shirt. I just don't know what football shirt it is. Oh, it's PSG. Okay, nice. I've got PSG home kit now. That's pretty good. I like having PSG's kits every season. Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing well. Hi. The energy is here. I've got a bit of a snack, which I need. So I made a couple of moves, man. I made a couple of moves which I'm excited about. So, I've been a bit busy on the auction market for good reason. I feel like there was a couple of players I wanted to buy. Didn't have the liquid ETH. Have a card available, so I bought a via card. So I picked up Doku and Leighton Clarkson for a combined about 1.77 ETH-ish, which I think is pretty good. I'm not playing under 23 next season, but they're both cards where, realistically, one of my mantras is that I feel like if you have a really good under 23 piece, and most people are playing that in under 23, which means that you can play it in, for example, Gas or Challenger Pro or something like that, and have a good chance that it's a differential. Eli Yuan. Let me have a look at that guy in a second. Eli Yuan. Let me have a look. Oh, this guy. Yeah, nah. I don't know. He's all right. He's okay. He's not really that interesting to me though. Plays for Hibs. I don't have any Hibs players. You know what I mean? I have Rouge, which is why I bought Clarkson, and I was going to get Devlin as well. But yeah, welcome everyone. What are we saying today about transfer rumours? Any transfer rumours today that you guys have seen that I should know about? Because I haven't seen any today. Do you think I should sell all my MLS players? I'm losing a lot on them. Were you going to sell them regardless? Did you intend on selling them like before the season ended? I was just going to sell towards the last few games of the MLS. So first things first, I think that's a silly move anyway, right? Because you've bought them at the high, and then you're going to sell them at the point where they start to lose all their value, right? When the season's over and they have no utility. So in my opinion, that's silly. Bonesy, how you doing, man? Kvaratskhelia to Newcastle. Now that's interesting. That's very interesting. Oh, I've got a notification. Oh, it's me winning Leighton Clarkson. Interesting. It's funny because I'm not playing under 23 this year, but I have two really good under 23s now. I just sold Tatalo though. I panicked when I sold that Tatalo as well. I thought I fucked up, but realistically, his price hasn't actually spiked. Like, one Super Rare sold. It was mine. For a lot more than his last sale, you know. That car looks so good. Yeah. Most of my money's in Steve Clark. I've got a feeling he'll retire. Oh, sell to Steve Clark then if you think he's going to retire. I just think in general, if you ever buy MLS players, unless you buy in the dip, which is towards the back end of the season, and you get them on a good deal, I don't ever see a point in selling them during the summer, because you're just going to go and buy them again the season after. Unless your gallery, you need to sell them to then play Europe, and you can't afford to have European players and MLS players. For me, like, I probably won't sell a lot of my MLS players now, or my America players. I'll just hold them and then next year play with the same players, if that makes sense. Or sell into the hype next year and buy new players. I'm looking to possibly focus on Cap 240 Super, and I want to know how much do you think is a good budget to enter Cap 240 Super. The gallery is Pilpinu Pow. I'll check out in a sec, so I'm just eating a samosa. Alright, so Captain 40 Super Rare. My issue with Captain 40 Super Rare is that you constantly have to be buying pieces if you don't have loads in the gallery already. So my intention is when I play Captain 40 Super Rare, I have 30 Super Rares in the gallery now. I'm going to be probably, like, I probably will play Captain 40 Super Rare with my Super Rare Flecken. I think I decided I'm not going to sell him now. So I'll probably play that with Super Rare Flecken and just rotate pieces in and out, depending on matchups and things like that. I would say a budget for I think if you want to be playing it all year round, you probably need around 2 ETH. Sorry, if you guys want to see the lineups for this week as well. Fuck me, I've had a bad week. Again, just a terrible week yet again. So we're projected for tier 2 here at the moment, but we're not going to get a tier 2. Sorry, tier 3. It's like the dream's already over. We're gone. No way we stay in the rewards for this one, unfortunately. We finally get a clean sheet out of Houston. But Escobar, like, I actually think they scored both Steres and Escobar horrendously in this game, and I'm expecting a bit of an up score, but it won't be enough, I don't think. And Charlotte both did really well. And then we have All-Star Rare Pro. Asako conceded in the 85th minute. Would have been about 80 points, including XP with Sasaki, and an extra 25 points for Asako. We're looking at, like, probably a tier 3 rare from this, but we probably would have got one. And then, I mean, you know, I reckon there's potential to get a reward here if you know, all 3 of these players smash, but probably not. But yeah, so in terms of Captain 40 Super Rare, I think that you need to either constantly be buying pieces, because if you buy a Captain 40 Super Rare, if you buy a 5-man Captain 40 Super Rare team, right, you're banking on their L15s not changing. The problem with that is you can't build a Captain 40 Super Rare team that will consistently get threshold if their L15s aren't changing, because it means they're constantly performing to their L15s, and you can't build a 250 L15 because it's Captain 40, right? So what I usually do is I get a goalkeeper with a low L15 that is completely clean sheet dependent, right? So somebody that, like, can get a bit of AA here and there, but, like, realistically they are clean sheet dependent. So what I'll do is I'll go goalkeeper here, and I'll scroll all the way down to the low 40s and shit. Like, I'll go for someone rubbish, right? And then I'll get a striker who is the exact same, who if they do not get a goal, they are shit. And the reason why is because then, if they do get that clean sheet and they do get that goal, you're in a great position for the threshold. So I'm, like, looking at players here that I would personally look at for Cap 240, for example. Probably someone like this guy, Jordy Massive. I don't know if he's staying or going or what's going on. He's actually in the Smart Bank now, but, like, low L15 because he's been smashed about. But, like, when he keeps a clean sheet, he smashes. Or Ross Laidlaw, or something like that. And then for a striker, I would go with somebody that, like, has got an L15 around 40. What's happened to the mic? My PC died. It's all fucked. I can't do anything about it at the moment. I wish I could. Really annoying. Is it that bad? How bad is it? Let me listen to it back. La 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 la. La 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 la. Why couldn't I hear it like twice? Why couldn't I hear it like twice? Oh shit. I know why. Alright, that might be a bit better now. That might be fixed. Alright, that might be a bit better now. That might be fixed. Why did no one say there was an echo? Fuck's sake, guys. No one told me there was an echo. I just haven't set all the settings up on my mic. That was not an echo. It was like dual. It was like dual, if that makes sense. But I would say, yeah, in terms of price, like, I don't think there's a way where you can play Cap 240 Super Rare and yield back what you spend in 1 year. Because let's say there's well, actually, there's maybe a chance. You would need, like, I think you need about 2 ETH to play Cap 240 Super Rare. Maybe like 1.5, but I would say about 2 ETH, right? To play it and be confident every week about getting it or getting close to it. Now, there obviously is a way where you win rewards, maybe, if you get super lucky. But, like, I would say, like, if you're just chasing threshold, because it's about 0.1, right? You'd need to win it back 20 weeks in a year. So it's definitely possible, actually, but it's going to be very hard. But I would say set aside around 2 ETH to play Cap 240 Super Rare. If I'm being honest with you. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. My PC just died yesterday. I had to factory reset the whole thing. I'm focusing on Super Rare this year. So I picked up a couple more pieces recently. I plan on having 3 Super Rare teams out. Effectively. Well, that being said, it's not as simple as that, but it is at the same time. So, I have, let me leave that there. I've got 2 different Super Rare stacks, and then, like, 1 random Super Rare goalie for Cup 240. So, in terms of my Super Rare stacks, I have a Twente and a Galatasaray Super Rare stack in each division. So one will be played in All-Star, and one will be played in All-Star, and one will be played in Challenger Europe Super Rare, right? I reckon Fred will be decent. That's why I picked him up. Yeah, I agree with you. I think he will be decent with a good mood. Good move. Why does this look so, like, un-HD today? What's going on? Everything looks so, like, dirty. I don't know. Anyway. So, yeah. The idea is we'll have 1 All-Star Rare Pro team, 1 All-Star Super Rare, 1 Challenger Super Rare, 1 Cup T40 Super Rare, and then, like, a Challenger Europe Rare Pro, Champion Europe Rare Pro, this, that, the other, right? I have a few bids on players as well. And the reason why I bought Doku is because I'm going to pick up a rare Bruno Fernandes. So the idea is, with the Doku, is that if I wanted to play All-Star Rare Pro with the Bayern boys, but Bruno's got a great matchup and Doku's got a great matchup, I don't have to play Coman. I can play Doku and Bruno. It allows me to interchange there, and also I'm going to pick up a few Man United players as well. After your thoughts on something, Aber, with a budget of less than 1k, do you think I'd be better to focus on limited or rare? My only issue with rare is that the under 23s could be crazy prices. With 1,000, I mean, I would focus on rare, but I would not focus on under 23 rare. I would focus on a different division to try and build up first, and then work your way into under 23. I think for me, like, I would never plow £1,000 into limited. I think limited is the biggest money sink in the world. I really do not see a world in where limited is a smart move for anyone that has £1,000. If you have £100, I think limited's great for you. You know what I mean? But with £1,000, you can pick up maybe, like, at least 1, but maybe 2 starting goalkeepers that are rare, and then you can build, like, a Cap T40 rare team, and then whatever else you target. Like, with $1,000, how much ETH is $1,000 these days? I don't know, but, like, I'm gonna look at it. I'll look at it in pounds, actually, make life easier, right? If we go to Sorare data, right, and we can go on to this tool. It's called Player Finder. This is really useful. And what you do is you'll type goalkeeper, starter, filter by league. Let's say challenger. I think challenger is a lot cheaper than champion, and it's probably the best place to go. You don't want someone that's absolutely ancient, so let's say like 35 max age. Scores aren't really relevant. Cards rare, price pounds, filter by floor price. Let's say £300 maximum, and let's see what comes up for goalkeepers. And all of a sudden now you have a bunch of different options of goalkeeper that you can go with for £300 or under, right? Now that is a third of your budget, but if you were to spend, let's say you have £1,000, if you spent £500 on 2 goalkeepers, you could very easily build 2 decent teams, just of 4 outfielders each for £500. That's what I would do personally. So looking at these goalkeepers, I mean, do all your research, please, before you buy a goalkeeper. Really important. You don't want to buy someone that's about to come number 2. So buy somebody that you've done a lot of research in, that you are very confident in as well. That to me is like a very important part. Looking, first of all, I don't know if they're going to buy a new goalie or if this guy's going to be him, but this guy's just been promoted, and although he won't be amazing for scores, could be someone for £145 that could be a decent player for cap 240, for example. Excuse me. And then once you've done that, the fun begins, because you're then scouting outfielders. Like let's say you have £500 to get 8 outfield players, right? That gives you an average of, how many 8s going to 50? Five 8s are 40. But average of like £60 per position, roughly. Which I think you can get some decent players for that, realistically. If you're looking at an average of £60 per position, like there are some half decent rare cards out there you can get for under 60 quid in the Challenger Europe area. And that's when I would start like looking at different players then, and see if you can make some synergies too. Any thoughts on Aliou Federa? Could be a super pickup if he starts for Genk. I think it depends on if or when they get rid of Tressel, really. Like, what's going on with Tressel? He is heavily inflated, though. I probably wouldn't pay these prices. I'm not going to lie to you. I know he's under 23 and whatnot. Like, for me, I mean, Tressel, I'm not going to lie, like, had that really, really good patch last season. And he was decent most of the season, but he had this amazing patch here. But, like, that was just when Genk had an amazing patch. And then Genk kind of fell off. You know? Like, they lost Big Paul Onuachu, and they kind of just fell off. I don't see Federa getting these kind of scores at Genk. I really don't. I don't think Genk are that great of a team, to be honest. I used to have a Genk stack, and I've watched a lot of Genk, and I just don't think Genk are an amazing team. They have odd games here and there where you can count on them to do really well, but, like, most of the time, they're just not a great team. I've been running 240 with a 0.2 gallery. 240 rare. There you go. Chris, that's a great shout. I didn't even think about second division. That is a great shout. And you're not wrong as well. Second division has some amazing pickups as well. Yeah, you're not wrong at all. I wonder if that Leighton Clarkson's pushed up my gallery valuation a little bit. I picked up this Costa because he goes with my buy-in thingy as well. It's a shame someone took advantage of Citalo. Do you know, I was gutted at first. Why does this look so, like, un-HD unless I open it up? It's so annoying. Wait, let me refresh. There you go. It doesn't look disgusting anymore. I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually don't think I got fucked with Citalo. So at first I was like gutted but the more I think about it, realistically, like, I don't really think that's a bad deal. I don't think Citalo is going to be insane, you know. I don't think Citalo is going to be some ridiculous scorer at Ajax. Ajax are not this dominant team, you know. Ajax are going to be shit this year, especially considering they lost Tadic now as well. Like, Tadic going to Fenerbahce is insane, you know. Right, look at this chicken pesto pasta. Not bad. Do you think Tadic gets these kind of scores? Really hard to say. I think it's really hard to say. I think he'll ball out. I think he'll get better scores at Fenerbahce than what he would have got at Ajax this season. Yeah, it's hard to say. I think we'll see similar. It's interesting to see how Feyenoord do without Kochu, 20 without Czerny, Ajax without Tadic, and PSV without Simmons. Yeah, the Xavi Simmons one's really interesting to me. I'm very surprised that this happened out of the blue. Not out of the blue, but like I'm very surprised that he agreed. It's amazing how quickly people are selling as well. I'm very, very surprised. Very surprised. Rascal, how you doing, mate? What's up, buddy? So yeah, so I picked up Doku, which, to be honest, like, I'm quite happy with that price. Who do I think is the most undervalued card in my gallery? Undervalued. Huh. Do you mean like a card I think's worth a lot more just because I like them, or a card that should be worth a lot more? I don't know. Why is this lagging out so much? I need to order a new PC ASAP, man. This one is just like, I think this one's on its way out. Carlos Hill. I think Hill is underpriced, I can't lie. For how good he's been this season, like he's just a monster. Mine lagged Wi-Fi? No, it's not lagging like that. My PC died last night. I spent the whole day trying to get it back. Fixed it finally. Well, I didn't fix it. I just factory reset it. I factory reset it, and then it's just like been really weird since. How do I think Tajani Renders will do? Now he's at AC. I don't know. I think he's a great player, but like these scores and then these scores we won't see at AC, right? How'd you go on the match on Saturday? We got bad, but in fairness, like we'd never, as a team, we'd never played together before, so it was about like it was more of a, just a friendly to figure out how each other play and stuff like that. Like I was played out of position the whole game. It's annoying. So I'm a striker, but I was played as a fucking centre back the whole game. I do think Twente drop off as they have midweeks. A lot of players leaving or linked to leave. I think with Twente, this is the thing with Twente. I think people don't understand Twente, right? Twente weren't like this ridiculously good team last year. Okay, Twente were only really strong at home, bar like the odd result against a bottom tier team, right? But like Twente were only like this reliably good team at home in a good matchup. So it's like, it's interesting for me with Twente because I think a lot of people buy into Twente thinking that they're just going to be insane, you know. I think a lot of people expect Twente to be nuts this season. For me, the reason why I like my Twente stack is because the home games against the Excelsiors, the Volvics, the Volendams, the Cambers, the newly promoted teams, Zwolle, for example, like game week 399 is where I'll put my Twente team into All-Star Super Rare, unless Galatasaray beat that matchup. Like this is the game week where I play my Twente team into All-Star Super Rare confidently as well, because they're at home to PEC Zwolle, right? Like that's just a crazy good matchup. And then you have like other good matchups here as well. So I don't know who I'd play realistically here. I think what makes the most sense here realistically would be probably Desart at home to St. Truden. I don't know who's got the best matchup here. Probably Genk against Sporting Shallower, and then we'll play proper as well. But I'm not expecting them to be insane all year round. I'm expecting them to like. I'm expecting Twente to be good for good matchups only. Who is the new Cherney or Misogen now though? Smell linked to be off. Yeah, but where is Smell linked to be off? I don't see these rumours. I saw him linked with Benfica who rejected him, and I saw him linked with Everton who have not bought him. Where is Smell linked to be off though? This is the thing. I do agree though, like they can't really replace Cherney. He was really good. I think it's tough with but like yeah, Palistri's gone. Ugalde's been bought on a permanent. They're bringing in, I forget his name, Eating I think his name is. Smile's probably staying. Eating is supposed to be replacing Zaruki. Univar for Mr. Jam for right wing, still looking. I think right wing will be Palistri. Yeah, I think people are saying Smile is off because someone like him usually does leave. But yeah, no links to Smile other than the Benfica links. Exactly. I think... Sorry, guys. This is the thing. I think, in general, we as a Sorare community are insanely pessimistic most of the time, which I understand, and I am as well. We are very pessimistic, where we just all assume Smal is going, right? We all assume like these teams are going to get ripped apart. He's been linked with Betis and an Italy team. Who's Smal? I'm not going to lie to you though, like I don't think Smal will go. Oh, sorry, you mean Palestri? Yeah. No, actually, I did see the Betis links. I was confusing. I think we as a Sorare community can be really pessimistic. So like for the last month or 2 months, I've heard from everyone, oh, Smal's going. But like, you know? Gaza, your Twente collection is so nice. I'm very jealous of your Twente collection. I'm trying to be like Gaza. Look at Gaza's freaking Twente collection, boys. It is absolutely gorgeous. Most of them are like 1 out of 10s and shit. Well, not most of them. Like some of them are 1 out of 10s as well. Like Plagzuelo, Everink, 1 out of 10. Ilicic, 1 out of 10. Bosch, 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10 for Bruns as well. 1 out of 10 for Minute. That guy. 1 out of 10 for Rots. Very nice. I heard that July is joining Union Berlin. Interesting. I think after the 90 days, I'll probably overtake... I might overtake PSU as well. If not, I'll buy somebody to overtake PSU. He won't give me his 1 out of 10 understyle for mine. Said something about his bonus and whatever. Like, shut up, dude. And then I need the buy-in. I get an extra 40. I need one more buy-in player then, and then the 90-day bonus. I just wonder if Pavel's got any of these cards. Maybe Pavel's got a Boateng. He has. I'll just like swap some shit player for him. Sorare Josh has, but he's got him listed up at bloody 90 quid. Do we think Sorare Josh should take a reasonable price? I got 1 out of 10 Michigan coming as well. Wow, fair play. GG. Yeah, you're going to be unbeatable with that collection. What will that put your cards at then? Zakarian to ice would be tasty. Every year there are so many players that are questionable and are capable of getting picked up by bigger teams. So many of them end up staying. That's true. That is true. Like Vito Van Croy is another one, right? Vito Van Croy, I've been told for the last God knows how long that Vito Van Croy is leaving, right? Vito Van Croy is leaving. He's leaving. He wants to go abroad. Who wants him, though? How can he leave if nobody wants him, though? This is my issue. I search his name every day and I never see, like, links. I never see rumors. I never see like I hear that he wants to go, but I never see like actual rumors of him leaving. And it's like, I don't get it. Hayes the same. Every time a Challenger Europe played as well. Well, in fairness, I did see that Vito did say he did say he wanted to move abroad. I did see that. But like, you can only move abroad if a team comes and buys you, you know what I mean? Hello Tofton, how you doing, mate? What's up, buddy? Interesting. I'm reading this tweet right now. Harry Maguire has been stripped of captaincy. Interesting. I could do a set piece with him. That just gone. Wait, Van den Boomen will be on sets though, won't he? Is there anyone you're looking to pick up before European season? At the moment, no. I have bids. I have a bid out at the moment for a Bruno. So, I put a bid out for Bruno, and my max bid. If it goes over my max bid, it's just stupid. 1.4 ETH for Bruno would be absolutely ridiculous. Like, I'd be shocked if it goes over what it's at now. I want Bruno because I'm going to be building some United like little United mini stack, I guess, because I want Onana as well. But like, I'll be utterly shocked if that Bruno goes high. How you doing, Quiddy? What's up, buddy? I feel like I don't know what's going on with Bruno and why people are paying so goddamn much for this card now. Branco's price? Who's Branco? Branco. Oh, Branco van den Boomen. Got ya. I didn't know his first name, sorry. Don't get me wrong, Bruno was really good last year, and I think he'll be really good this year as well, but like, I don't know if he's 1.4 ETH good. I just have the same question. The difference is I'm a Man United fan, so to me, it mean more because I'm a Man United fan. I sold my limited Bruno yesterday, as well. Sorare score-wise, he's fairly similar to Kimmich. Well, he was towards the back end of last season, but he's still capable of these scores. I would say, like, Bruno has been hitting more peaks, but Kimmich has got a way higher baseline. So someone saying that Mount could take some set pieces from Bruno. I doubt it. No, Mount won't take any set pieces, I assure you. The only thing Mount maybe takes is corners, but Bruno wasn't taking corners really anyway. Like, well, he was, but like Bruno was only taking certain corners because Shaw was taking other corners as well. NYCFC Blues on Sundays are norm now. Oh man, I slept at 5 AM yesterday just for all my lamps to die. Like, man, so annoying. We finally get the Houston clean sheet, but Steres and Escobar were just like, I think they were poorly scored by Opta, but like they also just didn't really get involved much in the game. Didn't really have much. Like, it was a good game from Hector, but like, you know, why don't you get Shaw over Leacher? Who said I was getting Leacher? Sviatchenko. I think Sviatchenko sucks ass, dude. I mean, he had a good game yesterday, but like, I don't rate him at all. In terms of like how he's been at Houston, he was great before then. But like at Houston, he's just been shit. Don't know. I feel like what I need to do is probably try and shift on my Super Rare Escobar. Because I can't lie to you. Firstly, stupidly overpaid. Secondly, it's just not that good. The reason why I bought him, the reason why I bought the what do you call it in general, the Houston players in general, was because at home we had these amazing spikes. I was like, you know what, every three or four games maybe we get like a big spike like this, I'll be happy. But then he's just been fucking awful since. It's just so annoying. I picked up Hawk's super rare for 0.12. He's the guy that just joined New England Revolution recently from Dundee. I don't know if you know much about him, Quinny, or not, but I picked up his super rare yesterday for 0.12 ETH, and you know, people bought straight after up to 0.14, which is quite funny. But yeah, his first game back had a really, like, I was really impressed in only 66 minutes. Like, I was just impressed in general with how he played. I thought his passing game was really good. I thought he looked a lot better than all the other midfielders that New England had. And then he scored 2 really nice goals against DC, and that was it for me. I was like, right, I'm buying him. So I bought him. Because I kind of wanted another super rare for Champion America Rare Pro. I would like to sell Escobar and then throw in what do you call it? The Houston defensive stack plus Hector Herrera plus Hawks plus Bo, and get rid of Escobar. I think that could work really well. So yeah, that's the plan. I don't plan on selling like these MLS players, to be honest. So like I'll have them for next season as well. But it'd be nice to have them all the way till October. It's just another division to enter in as well. New England will dominate midfield with MAK. Who's MAK? Are you planning to wait for Onana auctions in the hope the supply lowers his value a bit? I don't think it's that expensive at the moment. Like, that to me is not a ridiculously expensive card. This is a lot cheaper than Mignon, and I think like I honestly think next year he'll have similar scores to Mignon. Quinones for his debut club. I did see that. Yeah, I was talking to Nep about. Me, Nep, and PSU fans were in a call last night, and I was talking to Nep about it as well. Because obviously he's moved to Club America, and he was really good for Atlas. I used to have him at Atlas as well, and he started off really strongly. And I was saying, like, you could probably make a really nice Club America stack here, like half stack. You probably go with like Suarez and Quinones, maybe Dos Santos as well because he's got good AA game. Like you can maybe go with Jonathan Dos Santos too. Because his AA game seems to be better since coming back and playing in a more defensive midfield role. But he's one where I'm probably not that interested at the moment. But yeah, like, strong start. This guy's been incredible last 2 games as well, and he has a proper target man to aim for now. So, like, you could probably make a really nice little stack with these two. It'd be a bit like Brunetta and Preciado. But the only issue is, like, I know there's a lot of utility left with these cards, but, like, I don't know if I want to invest this now when I can go and spend the money into Europe and have them for a whole year. Does that make sense? You think Onana will be one of the best? Yeah, for me, Onana will be a beast. I think with how United are at home as well, like, it's a no-brainer. For me, what I would like to do is I'd like to get a rare Onana, then potentially super rare Luke Shaw. I'm waiting to see if one comes on auction first. But maybe like a super rare Luke Shaw, and then my rare Bruno, and then we'll see what we do from there. Mad because Harks was not really good in the SPFL. I mean, the MLS is a different ballgame. Annoyingly, Tiquinho Suarez played as a fucking DM yesterday for Botafogo. No idea why. But yeah, in terms of some of the results yesterday, obviously, like, New England did really well against DC. Yo, but Marty, how you doing, man? What's up, buddy? How are you, buddy? If you're running a New England stack, you're probably very happy. Yeah, Weaselmon, you're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. I do want to go to a bunch of United games as well this season, so I think it'll be really fun. I think with Leacher, though, like, I want to get a super rare. The issue is, I just feel like the premium you'll have to pay on this card. I think other people are expecting this to be like him. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't think that this card is a 0.8 ETH card at the moment. I need to see how we play first. Because don't get me wrong, we did end the season really well, but like, for me, I don't know. I'm a little bit on the fence here. I think United cards are getting a little bit inflated at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's very expensive for this card. I'm not sure if I want to do it. I definitely want an Onana rare. I definitely want his unique order 2 ETH today, actually. Shit. It's crazy. Am I going for Mount? No, not to start with. But it's one of those stacks that I can build during the year. Yeah, but Man United is just a big, like, such a massive club. That's why people go for their players all the time. Like, there's that many United fans. People just, like, always go for their players and stuff. Same on FIFA. That was a nice little bit of pasta. If we're being honest, it's a gamble, but the real one that I would look at is this. If we're being brutally honest, Wan-Bissaka does not fit how Erik ten Hag wants to play. Dalot will be the starting right back, in my opinion. I did see Maguire's tweet, yeah. Dalot will be the starting right back, in my opinion. And I, to be honest, would rather take a gamble on a guy who is proven to be an insane AA scorer for United than pay way over the odds for Leacher or Luke Shaw, personally. Like, it's just, this to me is just far better a price. I mean, I'm not going in for him with this guy. This guy just never applies anyway, so there's no point. But, you know, I think Dalot and Wan-Bissaka turnover in terms of strength of opponent. I disagree. I'll show you what. Realistically, Dalot at the start of the season for United, right, was the main guy, right, and we saw some amazing results out of Dalot in terms of scores too. It was only when he got injured that Wan-Bissaka started to get a foothold in the team, and the reason why he continued playing Wan-Bissaka was not because Dalot was bad. Like, Dalot would play, and he was really good at the World Cup as well, like the games that he did play at the World Cup, that is. Dalot would even play left back over what's his name? like these games come to mind where he played Dalot at left back, and he would play Dalot at left back over what's his name, like Tyrell Malacia. Sorry, there you go. Like Malacia could have played this game. He played Dalot at left back because he like Dalot fit. Like Dalot is a Ten Hag fullback. He really values Ten Hag. Ten Hag really values Dalot, right? And Dalot will be a starting right back at United next season. I'm really confident. And when he does play, when he does start, he is a fantastic scorer. And what I really like about Dalot is he doesn't just score really good in the easy games. He gets really good AA in tough games too. Against Newcastle, a 0-0, 80 score. You know, that was a tough game. In a we have to go further back than this, but against Arsenal last year, for example, he had a really good score if I remember correctly. Yeah, against Arsenal, good AA. Against Liverpool, he had good AA. I can't remember where the Liverpool score is. Like 18 AA against Liverpool and a 2-1. That would have been like a 70+ score if we kept the clean sheet as well. Like, I like Dalot a lot. I think he's got potential, and most of his big scores come from AA too. So, yeah, I think that he is the one that I would go for personally. My issue at the moment is I don't have ETH. I'm a bit short at the moment. I'm a bit short, and I don't know what I can sell now to raise capital in the gallery. I've pretty much sold everything that I want to sell. I'll have a look in 1 second, Jim. I'm just scouting the gallery right now to find players I can sell. Have I sold Mackenzie yet? No, I've not. I got an offer of like 0.2, but to me, like, I'd rather hold on to that card for 0.2. I'm selling Guimaraes and Trippier because I just don't need them in the gallery. I might just have to add ETH. Might just have to deposit. It'd be like my last deposit for the Man United boys. You know, I might have to be it. One last hoorah. It's just a ball ache sometimes. Andre Onana, who's got him listed as well. My only issue with this as well is part of me kind of wants the Man United versions. I think I overpaid a little bit for Martinez super rare. Here's the thing, right? When I overpay for cards all the time. The reason why I overpay is if I'm confident that card is going to bring enough rewards to justify me overpaying. And I'll show you a prime example. This Mauro Icardi super rare basically paid 1.5 ETH for this card, right? What's wrong with my ankle? I basically paid 1.5 ETH for this card. But I think that Icardi back at Galatasaray will be an absolute monster. So if you can justify, if you think that the scores will justify what you pay for it, I personally wouldn't have paid 0.8 for Martinez just because I would rather get Dalot. But he's very likely Martinez will score, like Leach will score really well next season, you know? You think that Icardi price is fair? I think 1.3 at the time would have been a bit better. I don't know if he's been selling it a bit more. I don't know. If we look. That was the last one, but like he was selling at 0.7, 0.9. This guy got him for like 1.1 and then sold him the day after to me for 1.5, you know? What was your thinking behind Doku? Doku's just a monster scorer for Rennes, bro. Doku is so goddamn good for Rennes. That's an elite level super rare. So long as he doesn't get hurt and he continues scoring like this, that's an elite level super rare. I can put him in literally any lineup. I don't think you have to play like. In fact, and this is me giving away a bit of like a little strategy thing, right? And it's something that I've kept to myself a little bit. I think under 23s are better played in other divisions than under 23. And the reason why I say that is because I think most people do not put their best under 23s into other divisions. They put their best under 23s into under 23 division, right? Because they want to win other under 23s with those cards. And most of the time they have strategized and planned under 23. Which is why if you get a 100-point score from Doku, most of those 100 points are being used in under 23. If you were to play a Doku Super Rare into All-Star Super Rare and get 100 points plus captain bonus, it's very, very unlikely you're playing against many Dokus. Considering there's only 25 Super Rare Dokus on the whole game, it's unlikely there is going to be more than maybe one or two of the Dokus. And to win a division or to get high in a division is all about your players outscoring other players on an individual basis. So you getting a higher score goalkeeper than your opponent, you getting a higher score defender than your opponent, a midfielder than your opponent, you know what I mean? And there won't be huge amounts of forwards next year that will be able to, in my opinion, churn out these kind of scores like Doku has been doing. So my gamble is that he stays fit, because if he does stay fit, he is probably going to be one of the best cards on the whole game. I don't even think just under 23. I think he'll be one of the best cards on the entire game. I quite like the Lazio stack. I think he did really well last year. I'll make a bet. Doku is either a top 3 under 23 forward card this season, or he has more games DMP'd. Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. If we add in these all of a sudden, right? that is why Doku is not a 3 or 4 ETH card, because with these scores, if he wasn't injury prone, this is like Mbappe level scoring, right? Literally. And the fact that he's not been linked to a move where he dies. So, like, it's a really good card, but obviously the risk is the injuries. So that's why I bought him, because I don't mind taking the risk on. The Ren rotation this year will be crazy. It will be, but do you know what? Like, I think there are like 2 or 3 players that are absolutely locked for Ren. I think Doku is locked at right mid, and I think Burijo is locked as well. And then the rest of it, I mean, Juri as well is pretty interesting. The rest of it, I think, is then going to be up for interpretation. So yeah, that's why I picked up Doku Super Rare, because if Galatasaray play against bottom of the league at home and smash them 4-0, and I get 100 points from Karem and 80 points from Icardi, a 75 to 80 from Angelino, and then a 60 points from from Muslera, then it's like, who do I want my differential to be? Somebody that doesn't or isn't going to be used by many other people, because I think there'll be quite a few people next year with the Galatasaray stack, but I don't think there'll be many people with the Galatasaray stack plus Doku. There's an Arthur Theater, I don't know, like Theater Super Rare. He'd be a great shout to stack with him. Those 2 Super Rares would be incredible. If I was playing under 23, maybe. I have no interest in that Super Rare though. I think he's a great player, but like, I just don't have an interest in him at all. I mean, where is he? I clicked on that to try and find him there. Like, I don't know. I don't have really an interest in stacking them together like that. It's a great card. Rens have great stack potential for next season. I agree. I do agree with that. Like, if I was playing under 23, I would probably pick up this Super Rare, and then I would go with Enzo Lafi Rare, and probably either Jiri Rare, or I think Burijo is also under 23. I think this guy's like 25, isn't he? It's just Giori, 29 even. Bloody hell, just this guy, or Giri, however you pronounce his name. I'd probably get this guy's rare as well, and I'd probably go like Tita, Doku, Giori. Thank you, Jasper. Appreciate it, man. So yeah, but I'm more than happy playing him into All-Star Super Rare. And the thing as well, yeah, Lafi, exactly. The thing as well is that, like, if my plan works out, I'm hoping this time in like 8 months' time, I've won enough to the point where I'll be playing under 23 Super Rare as well, because I think like like my plan is to basically build what I've been building in rare, just in super rare over the next year as well. Does that make sense? So like, if I can have success with super rare rewards over the next 6 months, I'm hoping to either use them or sell them to then move into other divisions. And one of the first ones, like first or second for me, will be under 23 super rare, because it'd make a lot of sense with who I already have. Who would you buy as an under 23 goalkeeper? This is such an I feel like this is a big debate on the platform right now. A lot of people would say Van der Voort, but for me, I wouldn't say Van der Voort, because first of all, like he isn't the best option in my opinion. I think like the way that he plays and the scores he gets just isn't particularly the best option. I'll tell you who I would possibly go for, and I have no idea if this guy is locked or not, but it's somebody that I've always thought would be a decent option if I was going to go back into under 23. This guy, Kavlina. I don't know if he's locked for Lokomotiva. I don't know if he's gone back to Zagreb, if he was on loan. I have no idea. I've not done any research. But this guy, I think, would be a decent shout for just the weekend games. He gets amazing AA a lot of the time. And if they don't keep a clean sheet, like getting 50s is really, really good. But also, like, he gets a lot of clean sheets, man. And when he keeps a clean sheet, most of the time he's 70 or above. I think this guy is solid. And with this guy, he's only 21 years old, which means you get longevity. Could return for a backup slot. That would be a worry. So bear in mind, I haven't done any research on this guy at all. So bear that in mind. But yeah, if I was going to get an under 23 super rare keeper, he would be one of the first on my list. Looking down at other options, I mean, Joof is really... The only thing with Joof, we're into his last year of under 23 utility now, so he ages out, but he gets really good AA, and keeps a lot of clean sheets as well. Who else do we have, realistically? I mean, Chevalier, someone said Chevalier earlier. Chevalier is good, to be fair. And he does get midweek utility, but like doesn't keep enough clean sheets. Did you see at lunchtime Sven from Ajax was spotted on a flight to Zarg to get the Satala deal done? Shame I see you sold him. I'm not that worried though, Morris. For what I got for Satala, I don't think he's going to be much more than that. I mean, in the hype, he might go much more than that, but like in 3 or 4 months' time, I doubt Super Satala is selling for more than like 1.5 maximum. I just don't think he'll be this a monster that people expect him to be at Ajax. Ajax, I think, are going to struggle next year. Not struggle, but way more than they usually do. Other super rare options, or under 23 options, I would say... I mean, it's tough. Like, it's a tough one. Like, I think Bazunu could be a good option. They play just a shit ton of games next year. So long as he starts for Southampton, I think this could be a good option, because they will play a lot of games next year, but likely be quite dominant as well. And if they keep that German centre back, I forget his name, Bella Kotchap, you've got good stacking potential there as well. So yeah, but I'm not starting off the season by playing under 23. I'm hoping to build into that later on. Feyenoord are going back to back, probably. Welcome back, No Brain. I'm just buzzing from last night, thinking Tadic was off to Saudi for a few hours till late hours of the night, seeing the news, did a quick buy and flip, made £100. Hey, congrats, man. Livramento, if he stays at town. Yeah, Livramento as well could be a really good player. I think, like, Southampton next year, it's interesting because I think there's already a bit of hype around Southampton already. But what I do find a bit interesting with Southampton is, like, they could be that team next year that, like, everyone ends up buying for, like, All-Star. There's one team every year that just smash. So yeah, I think as well, like, realistically, I do see a world in where, like, this is not a bad pickup. They have utility all the way through until like what, game week 413. So you get what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 game weeks of utility, right? And then they come back early next year. Like if you wanted a cheaper option and you could get like him and somebody else, it's not the worst shout in the world, because this guy is actually a pretty decent keeper, gets really good AA. It's just like the only issue is that most people can't afford to buy a keeper that they will lose utility on for about 5 months. I've not seen any links for Ward-Prowse yet. I saw West Ham, but that's about it. So I'm not sure. Oh yeah, someone said Artoblu. He could be good. Fucking hell, what's going on outside? Jesus Christ. You guys hear that? Fucking hell. Like 3 cop cars just went past in a row. What the heck? That's crazy. Yeah, the guy you're talking about, Artoblu, whatever his name is. I think he might be locked. Is it domestic? Yeah, possibly. Let's see how PSU did this week, because he was moaning to me about how bad his week went. Oh god, what an awful game week. Oh, I feel so bad for him. What an awful game week for this guy. Oh wow, terrible game week. Oh, only 2 super rare rewards and 4 rare rewards and 0.4 ETH. Oh, what an awful game week. I feel so bad for him. This motherfucker was moaning and complaining about how bad his game week was going to me when I'm sat there with 0 rewards. What do I expect from Orsic? I don't know, to be honest. Someone told me to check the price dip of Jamie Simmons. Orsic, I think he's got absolute potential to smash here. The Southampton move was so strange to me. So strange. I don't know why he didn't play. And if anyone knows why he didn't play, let me know. But it was so strange to me. But I think Orsic, like... The thing is, for me, Orsic has always been a player that's impressed in, like... sorry, I'm looking for Europa League. Where's Europa League? Or is it Conference League? Is this Conference League? Yeah, here we go. So, like... These are all games against other decent European teams. He's always been a player that's actually impressed me against like European teams. I feel like he could go to Trabs and be really, really good. Because looking at his scores against other just European teams, because I'm not gonna lie to you, Dinamo Zagreb are pretty dominant in Croatia. You can look at his scores in Croatia, but it doesn't reflect how he would score in other games. But I remember watching this Tottenham game, for example, and I thought Orsic was an absolute monster. I think he could go to Trabs and be an absolute beast. I really do. The Xavi Simons price hasn't dipped that much. I understand why though. I feel like people were a bit naive to buy up here, considering there was heavy links to him being bought by PSG, and I don't think he would have started for PSG straight away. Xavi Simons is a monster. I hope if he does get loaned to Leipzig, he does well, but he's a very similar player to Vischer. Yeah, and also like Bakasetas. This is one card I really regret not getting, is this Bakasetas super rare from Pavel. I really regret not going balls to the wall and getting this card. Cantonar FC got him instead, and I do regret not pushing hard, because I had a bunch of cards I could have sent to Pavel for this card, and he had him listed up for cheap as well. So I do regret not getting this Bakasetas card, because I think he'll be an absolute monster next season once again. And I think if he has Orsic, Vischer, him, and whoever they've got up top, like, we could see some serious fucking cooking at Trabs. I mean, like, Trezeguet's there as well. Like, we could have a monster Trabs fucking team next year. Hamsik doesn't have a club anymore. That's interesting. Hamsik used to be so good, man, back in the day for Napoli. Dalian Pro. Wow. But yeah. If Mbappe and Neymar stay at PSG, he's going to go to Leipzig. Interesting. Oh, Hamsik retired? Damn. Neymar's a really interesting one because I'm not seeing any concrete links to Neymar. And the one that's really interesting is that he's going on tour with the PSG team. He's going to Japan, which is interesting. So yeah. That is hilarious. There's no way. There is no fucking way. There's absolutely zero chance that hours after I finally buy his super rare, this link comes out. There is no fucking way. What are the odds? What are the odds? Diaby, just go to Aston Villa, you prick. Just go to Villa, please. That's so funny. That is so funny. Luckily for us, boys. Luckily for us at the moment, this is not like... There's nothing concrete. It's just a player in their shortlist, right? So we don't have to worry too much. We don't have to worry too much. Yet. This is weak. That's weak, alright? That's not... But it's just funny, man. That's just so funny. That's so funny, bro. That's so funny. Just get the RV. So, luckily for us at the moment, we don't have to sit here and panic too much. When we start getting Fabrizio tweeting about Aston Villa exploring new options, that's where we get scared. That's when we start to panic, boys. It's just another name being explored. It's not like... So I'm not panicking too much. The timing's hilarious. Don't panic too much, boys. We can be safe for now. We can be safe for now. We don't have to panic too much yet, but for fuck's sake, what are the odds of that timing? What are the odds? That's so funny. That's so funny. I reckon he'll move next summer. He's a great player. He will eventually move. I find it hard to believe Aston Villa would spend a lot of money on an injury-prone player, though. Like, this is the thing. This is why I don't think he'll leave Rennes. And I also think why... So, I didn't really mention this, but it's part and parcel as to why I'm quite confident with him, right? So, you can manage a player's injuries like Doku, right? You can manage to... you can manage his minutes, and you can work with a player like Doku that will allow you to keep him injury-free for a period of time, right? So, if I'm confident what Rennes will do this year is Rennes will keep Doku relatively injury-free as long as they can by managing him as much as possible, whilst also him just being a beast, as he always does, right? I think that then will increase his price massively for next year. A full season at Rennes, absolutely smashing it, catching everyone's attention, staying injury-free, will make Doku a 50 million player next year. 100%. Like, and to be honest, like, the teams I see him going to are not Prem teams. It's like PSG or fucking Juve or some shit like that. Like some team where, maybe not Juve, they've got no money, but like some team like that, you know what I mean? That will just go out and snap him up straight away. So it's like, that's why I feel like Doku is a good purchase now. But at the same time, like, who knows? Luckily, shortlisting and like, oh, he's not another player explored means literally nothing. Thankfully, but the timing is hilarious. The timing is absolutely hilarious. What do you think about the Andre Onana deal going to United? I just wanted to get done now. What the reply is saying. So yeah. Anyway, boys, I need to head out because I'm gonna go stream on the main Twitch channel. I need to get my OBS working for then, and then I'm going to be going out for a meal tonight. It's my stepmom's birthday, and also it's a Father's Day thing, so it's 2 in 1 because my dad, we couldn't do a Father's Day thing because of the weather. It was like torrential rain, and my dad didn't want me driving over to his. I don't know why, but like he was just like, he didn't want me to drive over there, so I was like, fine, I won't drive over there. Because of the rain, he was scared that I'd crash or some shit. But yeah, so we're gonna go out tonight. It's like a joint late Father's Day plus stepmom birthday meal. I got them a little joint gift. They're gonna go really weird actually. So, well, not weird. So they're going to a comedy show near them, which would be fun. And then they're doing this thing called alpaca walking, which is really weird. So like I've like bought them like 2 things, like 2 experiences for their like joint thingy. But yeah, so it's like they walk alpacas, or like they spend 90 minutes with alpacas, like walking them and shit. It's really weird. So yeah, it should be interesting. But that being said, gonna head out. I might stream this evening, late this evening. Do we have any football on this evening that we can watch? Flamengo 8 p.m. Not able to watch that. Do we have anything late night? Do we have it tomorrow? Nah, not really. Alright, so I might go live this evening for an hour or 2 just chatting. If not, I'll be live tomorrow. But tomorrow will be like 2 p.m. Because I've got a meeting with my accountant tomorrow at midday. So yeah, be about 2 p.m. But yeah, appreciate you guys chilling and watching. Thank you all. I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Take care. Thank you to everyone that's watching on the VOD as well. Appreciate you. I'll see you guys soon.